Yes, people. Good morning, nice and decent people. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are watching from. Welcome back to BBK Sports. Thank you for making BBK Sports your channel of choice at this hour, where you, the football fan, have a voice. I missed you. It's only been a couple of hours, but I have missed you. A wonderful weekend of football if you're a fan of Liverpool. Wonderful week of football if you're a Barcelona fan, if you're a Madrista. But if you are a Arsenal fan, you have went through the rigmarole of emotions this weekend. you have you have seen your team do some pragmatic madness. You've seen your team that could have been, should have been, would have been, but didn't. Right? You've seen a whole bunch, and it's quite a bit to unpack in the moment. That's why it's usually good to let the fog clear before you speak on certain things. Like in a corporate setting, they usually tell you don't send an email while you're angry. Someone pissed you off at the job. You're on a project site. Even in my line of work, even in the army and shit, right? That one sergeant first class, that captain, that lieutenant sends you an email, and they piss you off. And you're sitting in front of the keyboard and you about to tell them off. You usually tell them, "Hey man, don't ever send an angry email. Walk away from the computer. Go take a smoke break. Right? Don't make an angry tweet. Yeah. Don't make an angry Instagram post. Walk away from it and come back to it later after you've given it some thought. However, sometimes you come back angrier than you left. Sometimes the more thought you give something, the angrier you get. Like that. You were like, oh my God, you think back on it, you read a couple of articles, you rewatch some of the highlights or the lowlights, and you're like, oh my God, these men really, really, really let another 2 points slip away from us. Oh my days. Big up to Bluebird, the early bird. Always in the chat. Good morning to my mod. I'm claiming him above all others. Man like AJ. Love for the love every single time, AJ. AJ, big it up, Bluebird. The Assembled, our beloved The Assembled is here. I don't know how The Assembled is feeling this morning about Blank Man, Blunder Man, Lord Teta. Still fuming. Still got fumes coming out the ears. Yeah. It's a mad one. Luke says Northampton Town lost. Very happy. No, sorry about your Northampton Town, my brother. Big up to Tony, the Claude, the legend, the myth, the man that has all the faith in the world, but is never scared to criticize. Big up to Tony every single time. Tony, we love you, brother. We love you. But people, when are we going to have an honest conversation about the manager? And when I say we, I'm talking about football fans in general, Arsenal fans in particular, top gooners, on the fence gooners, bottom gooners. When are we gonna have an honest conversation about this man? Because the conversation is not honest, It's not. The agendas are in full-blown agenda mode, where this side is dug in, that side is dug in, and no one is given. Everyone is locked in, and everyone is saying, you're wrong, I'm right. Context, no context. Context when it suits me. Context when it suits you. No one is willing to have an honest conversation. But we must. We need, oh, Jesus. I need a beer. This coffee ain't working. Feels like I need a beer. Yeah, big up to Tony, man. Big up to Tony every single time. Also, big up our First Lady, Dana Valeria, in the building, saying still vexed from yesterday. So AJ still fuming. Dana still vexed. The press conference made it worse. Can't believe what he said. And that's the thing. This is what I mean, Dana. When you walk away from sending an angry email at work, you walk away, you go outside, or you take your smoke break, or you take your break, you go by the water cooler, the coffee break, and you ponder over it, and you come back more angry than you were when you left. because the press conference will do that to you. And here's the thing. His press conference are an indicator that he is going to double down and triple down because he's hearing the criticism now. Yes, he is hearing the Carragher saying the handbrake's on. He's hearing the Roy Keane saying he's a coward. He is hearing it, and he is not the type. He does not have the mental makeup to give in. He does not. Arteta is not going to give in. He's not. He will double and triple down in his ways. And when I say double and triple down in his ways, what does that mean? Away at Newcastle next week, he is starting the same lineup. Yep. I'm going to show you. Oh, yeah. Mateo said, we are finished, man. This guy needs to go. 6 years of defending him. I am done, man. I am no longer an illusion guy. This guy has to be sacked. Woo! I've never had so much fun reading a comment. Let me read this one more time. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee and read that one more time, Mateo. We are finished, man. This guy needs to go. 6 years of defending him. I am done, man. I am no longer in a illusion. This guy has to be sacked. I love it. I love it. Oh, my days. They not getting her dudes from our beloved AJ. Yeah, no, seriously, people. When is the conversation going to be serious? When are them men going to get off the fence? When are the top gooners are going to open their eyes? And when are they going to realize that we're not doing this for I told you so? We're not, because if we are right, we win. When I say win, I mean we lift trophies. Because that's what the standard is. We are holding the manager to a title-winning standard. And it seems as if they are willing to just be along on the vibes train. It's just vibes, vibes, vibes. Love to our brother Godfrey in the building. Love Godfrey every single time. Have you heard Nani having scan on a suspected ACL? So the assembled, I've just got a recent update in like the past 10 minutes that scans were negative. Don't know how true that is. I think The Athletic is the one that David Ornstein writes for. So I think they're kind of credible, but they say x-rays was negative. However, it did say Nani Madueke, he is set for a lengthy spell on the sidelines. So don't know what that means. But even with Nani Madueke being fully fit, I was expecting Saka to start next week any damn way. Saka can walk now. Oh, he can walk? Oh, put him on the bench. He can run? Oh, he starts. My only question was where was Nani Madueke going to go? Was he going to go to the left wing or back to the bench? Well, now, we have our answer. Another injury, which our injuries and our records with injuries need to be investigated in and of itself. How are these players with these fantastic injury records at their previous clubs come to Arsenal and they are dropping like flies? Martinelli and his individual moment of brilliance was my only positive takeaway. The manager can fuck off already. God damn. Damn. I had fun reading that one too. BX Gunner. So I'm going to take a sip of my coffee and I'm going to read this one more time as well. At least the last part. The manager can fuck off already. Please. He can, but he's going to double and triple down. He hears the criticism. He is not that dude that you can say, don't look down. He's not that guy. He will look down while you're telling him not to look down and be like, oh shit, why did you tell me not to look down? That reason, what you just saw, because I know more than you, but he knows more than everyone else, bro. Arteta is the smartest one in the room. He can smell colors. No one else sees what he sees. He sees this midfield as the midfield that could beat Manchester City. And he sits there up in the press conference and says, no one questioned my midfield after Bilbao. With all his chest. You see how he poked his chest up and said that no one questioned the midfield after Bilbao. You know what? It didn't work. The midfield didn't work against Bilbao. It was your substitutions that came on and made a difference. Just like yesterday. Like, who's pushing this idea? And this is what I mean when we say we need to have an honest conversation. But because we won the game at Bilbao, it's results-based analysis. It didn't work. The subs had to come on. Trossard and Martinelli wasn't a part of that midfield. So it did not work. We could not play through Bilbao. And yesterday we could not play through Foden, Reinders, and Rodri, Mr. Ballon d'Or. Respect to him, with all the respect. And he's not at full fitness yet. So the midfield is not working. But he's gonna insist that it does work. It does. But brother, trade Gabriel Martinelli for Lookman on brother. And here's the thing. Because Martinelli has scored now in 2 consecutive games, man of the match performances, right? You saved him a point, came on at Bilbao and did it. Now he's going to overthink the damn shit and start him against Newcastle. No, that's the wrong answer. In this capacity, Martinelli is actually useful when he comes on against tired legs. The 1-0 that we got against Manchester City in October 2023, the same thing. He came on, won the game. Him and Partey came on. Partey and Havertz came on in that game. Bang, bang, bang. Partey, long ball to Havertz. Havertz hold up play, laid it off to Martinelli. He shot, deflection of Ake's face in the net. That's how it went. Since you want to start Martinelli so bad and you want to start Trossard so bad, start them on Wednesday against Port Vale. Reward them with a start in that, because we are not taking this cup lightly, yeah? Hello. We're taking this cup seriously. So start him. Since he's in such great form, you start him. But we've had enough evidence. We are not about to be prisoners of the moment. I'm sorry. We cannot do that. We cannot. The hell with recency bias. Prisoner of the moment is a thing. And if he is all of a sudden starting games and we're ignoring the other shit performances because he has come on as an impact sub, no, you have an impact sub, use him as such. It doesn't matter how many goals Divock Origi scored for Liverpool in their pump in the Klopp era. Bobby Firmino was the starter. Origi came on in plenty of games and scored clutch goals. Next game, right back where he belonged, on the bench, impact sub. He was not a better player, a better footballer than Bobby Firmino. Gyökeres is our striker. We just need to get him the damn ball. Now, Trossard in the same boat, impact sub. You all remember. I will remind this lovely chat. I will remind us. Remember when he did not start against Villa away in 2024? In August or September in 2024. Comes on in the 67th minute, his first touch of the ball, bang, in the net, celebrated like this. What do I have to do to start? What do I have to do to start? The next game, Arteta actually rewarded him with a start against Brighton. Stinker. Stinker. That was the 1-1, the Declan Rice red card. Trossard had an absolute stinker. And the next game, Arteta had faith in him and rewarded him with another start. Tottenham away. Stinker. Another stinker. Gabriel had to go score the damn goal. 1-0. Our captain, Gabriel Magalhaes, had to keep the clean sheet and go score the damn goal. Stinker. Absolute stinker. The next game, Atalanta away, 0-0. Absolute stinker when he starts. So we're not going to do this. We're not going to do the prisoner of the moment thing. Big up to Mateo, man. Love for the love, my bro. Can't defend it anymore, Dana. You can't defend the indefensible. So I'm asking, when are we going to have an honest conversation about Arteta? Because we don't seem to be doing it. Big up to everyone in the chat from Godfrey. Love for Godfrey, man. What a guy. Big up to Gianni. Love Gianni, my guy. So when I see, let me get into some more of these comments. I don't want to miss them. Because, part of doing my solo streams is I can actually get into the comments, isn't it? Man, I slapped Arteta with a big story right now in that rascal side. Trust me, dog. Man, it's so stupid and arrogant. It's disgusting and diabolical. God damn. GM's easy. Yo, listen, the chat's on smoke today. The chat's on absolute smoke. We're linking with a big stone and a bumper cloud. Yeah, bro, man, is just the stubbornness. Like, this is gonna be my argument. The stubbornness and the arrogance. You have to earn that. You have to earn the right to be stubborn. You can't just be stubborn for stubborn's sake. If you're lifting trophies, you can be stubborn. If Slot was at Liverpool doing some stubborn shit right now, I could hear it. I would keep Gabriel Martinelli as a backup 9, but still forcing out the left winger. So get the trade done. Yeah, I mean, look, man, because we still really don't have a left winger at the club after $250 million spent in the transfer window. We don't. We do not. Big up to the legend Shanguna in the chat. AJ, 100% man like Lee gonna completely illuminated me. The Captain Guns. I was so deep in illusion that I got pulled back out of this. Thank goodness the terrorist needs to be set. And I hear that, Mateo. I completely hear that. You know, because you love the club. There is no doubt in my mind that you, man, love the club and you want the club to do well. And sometimes the negativity can be tough to hear, especially the way that Captain Guns delivers it. The way he delivers it can be tough to hear. But at the end of every season, if you look, his numbers always rise because people go over there to apologize to him because they abused the shit out of him during the year. The amount of abuse that guy takes on the internet is unprecedented. And then they have to go apologize to him at the end of every season because he's always proven right. Him and Northside. You know what I'm saying? And men like Shane Gooner and Aaron, they get the abuse as well. I don't get it as much because I'm not doing those type of numbers, but I get it. I get it, man. Big up to all of you legends in the chat. Big up to Sheldon. The Sheldon. Nani is annoying to watch. Remind me of Jovino. So, I told him like I was getting Island St. Maximin vibes. He will cut back, he will beat, chop, get by the man and then kick the ball out the stadium or hold the ball too long so the runner is now offsides. Arteta is destroying Gyökeres in the sake of 29 and destroying Eze in the sake of Odegaard. Oh, shit. Mateo! Hey! Go easy, my brother. I hope he gets set, man. I am so done with this loser. Hey, Mateo's on smoke today. This is a man who is enlightened that's speaking. And I hear it. This is beautiful. This is beautiful literature. This is beautiful football literature. Big up to Mateo. Big up to Ozzy's Den, legend in the building. Arteta have machine guns and the idiot still pulling a knife in a fight. Do my fucking head in. Yeah, he has the machine gun and he's using a knife. And when the knife ain't working, instead of actually feeding the belt into the machine gun, he's loading the bullets in one at a time. It's a machine gun, Brrr. That's what it's meant to do. Rapid fire, 600 rounds a minute. But when the knife ain't working, man, it's loading the rounds. One in, bah! It's better than the knife. Bah! Cowardly, being disguised as cautious. That's what it is. Big up to Ozzy. Man is being a coward. Man is totally out here being a coward. And is out here being called cautious.
So you smell that? What's that? I smell.
If you know, you know. But that's what it is with Arteta. He smelled like that stuff. Everyone questioned that midfield since Liverpool. This guy is a fucking liar, man. It's not that... One, yeah, I agree that he's a liar. But the thing is, he has to prove that he is right. He has to prove that he can make this work. That's what it is. And it's a mad one. It did not work because it's not working. Yeah, it's not work. We lost the game. We lost the game at Liverpool. It didn't work. It didn't work at Bilbao. He had the subs won that game, not the midfield. And it didn't work yesterday. We dropped 2 points. He gained a point the way he celebrated. That seems to mean it's a lengthy layoff. Either way, it's possible that he had some sort of injury, but was still selected to play. Yeah, and that's the story of this reign, especially over the past 2 going on the 3rd season. Guys have been playing while injured. Benjamin White playing while he needed a surgery. Timber taking injections. If this was leading to trophies, maybe you could justify it. Big up to Lee in the building. The Arsenal Alliance. Love, my bro. That's what it is. If you could justify this, maybe, giant maybe. Big up to Storm Steel in the building. Maybe you could justify this shit if we were picking up trophies. Now, when I see all the on-defense gooners and all the top gooners yesterday talking about Arteta got it wrong. Question to the chat. Who the fuck are they talking to? Who are they telling? Who are they telling that Arteta got it wrong? It damn sure ain't us. It's damn sure ain't me. It damn sure ain't y'all. Who the fuck are they talking to? I'm sorry if you got children in the car and I'm cursing in that. But when the Don Robbies of the world catch Positive Dan from Guna Therapy and that, all these men who love Arteta, SB, big up to the catch up every single time. Who are they talking to when they say as he got it wrong? He should have done this. Who's listening? You can't tell us that. You can't tell us like that, pretending you're saying something profound, bro. We've been saying this for time. So are you men are just talking just to hear yourselves talk, or you're telling yourselves that, trying to convince yourself out of the copium? But who the hell are they talking to when they say that Arteta got it wrong? Because we been know this. Double pivot Rice and Zubi. Rice pushes up and Zubi stays back. Zubi pushes up, Rice stays back. You go, I go. You cover me, I got you. As they end the 10 free. What's so hard? He would have won the Liverpool and the City game. You damn right he would have won it. Because here's the thing, Mateo. Eze came on for 45 minutes and City couldn't deal with him. They had no idea. He was my man of the match. 45 minutes played. Big up to Shane Guna. Shane Guna said that pass had to be precise and on the money. Because if he overhits that pass and it goes straight through to Donnarumma, he is getting bollocked for that because he would be giving the ball away. Or you just gave the ball away. Right? Odegaard doesn't make that pass. Odegaard is giving you a safe back pass. Keep it ticking. Pass the ball, flick his hair, run around. Eze is a line breaker. Oh, you close off the line? Okay, over the top I go. Precision pass. Precision. That pass has to be picture perfect because we know Martinelli doesn't have the greatest touch. So the ease of the pass, the spin, the weight, brilliant. Absolute brilliant. They could not handle him for 45 minutes. So we should have given 90 minutes of that. Eze is fit like a fiddle. Don't tell me the boy ain't got 90 minutes in him. He just won a community shield for his team. Guess how many times he started in midfield and how many times we've won with it? I'm big fat 0. If Andy Flick was our manager, that's exactly how he would do the double pivot of Rice, Eze in the 10. I think 19 other managers, Mateo. 19 others. Well, maybe 18 others. I don't know about the Emery because he's a lunatic. He may be the only manager that's underperforming worse than Arteta. Pound for pound is Emery. You know what I'm saying? It's a mad one. Mateo, I have just one Andy Flick for the Bayern Munich. Sack him. Sack him. I love those words. Sack him. Saying that's what should have happened. At least when Butthead bottled an 8-point lead, sack him and get Anzi in. But no, yeah. So Mateo, this legendary Shane Guna and I made a stream a couple months ago called the 10 times Arteta could have been sacked. And we came up with 10 just like that. And we probably need to do a sequel to that where we do another 10. And we could even have the chat come up with 10 reasons right now. 10 times or 10 sackable offenses that this manager has committed. Shane said, as you said last night, man, you can't start a fire and then take credit for putting it out. Making 3 subs at halftime was enough when this comeback with 3 fridges, went with 3 fridges and got what he deserved. Yeah, so that's what it is. So I'm seeing this, and it's starting to grow legs. Big up to Gavin. Big up to Cooper in the building. I see you, family. And here's what it is. It's starting to grow legs now. I'm seeing a lot of people say, well, at least he made the subs at halftime. No, that is not credit. Nope, we're not doing that. Because everyone knew that it was not, that midfield would not work. How come everyone knows but him? The only guy the decision maker. There is no way his assistant coaches are doing this. So he is picking the team himself. On whose counsel? Now, I'm pretty sure someone in this chat had to work with a large group of people before or manage. The largest group of people that Chief Chambers, EW4 Chambers has ever had to manage was 87. 87. And you don't make blanket decisions like that. You consult your assistant. You have a staff for a reason. Now, if there's people on this damn staff that are sitting there, a bunch of yes men, just nodding their heads when he's picking this midfield against Man City, they should be sacked when he goes as well. Because they have absolute no cojones. They are right there with him. One of them. Scary little men. No football brain says that midfield was going to work. So no, you're not getting credit for changing it at halftime. You should have never. That's like installing the damn roof upside down. Not going to work. Big up to Cooper. Shane in the house. Big up the big homie Shane. So I will ask this way: what happens when AJ? If this happens, you are going to be in high demand. The link will be sent to you, and you will be making appearances on many channels because you are the only one that's been ringing this alarm bell for the longest. But we absolutely, that game should be over by halftime. This manager chooses to leave all our creative players on the bench against Liverpool and Man City in favor of controlling the game. This is not title winning mentality. It's not. It's spineless. It's cowardly. It's toothless. Not it. I will not follow this man anywhere. And you're talking to someone who's went to battle 6 times. Not even 6 times. 6 combat tours. Nothing scares me. But this guy, following him somewhere, I'll be shitting my pants. Because man is spineless. Those are our 2 biggest games of the season, I might argue, right? Those are the 2 biggest games Arsenal Football Club have played so far. Anfield away, City at home. It's been our 2 biggest games. Old Trafford away to start the season, big game. But yeah, Eze didn't feature that game either, right? Was Eze even an Arsenal player then? I don't know. No, he wasn't because the transfer window was still open. That was August 17th, yeah. So the 2 biggest games, our best creative player has not started. 18 other managers don't make that decision. Matter of fact, I'll go 19. There's no way Emery is that fucking stupid. Some people can't handle the truth, and I was one of them. Since that Liverpool loss, every word Lee said hit me back like a truck, and he was right for years now. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I get it. Like, people don't like Lee because of his delivery. It's not because of what he is saying. It's the tone police. They don't like how he says it. Now, if he wrapped himself in cotton wool and was benign and very cute at how he delivers the news or delivers the truth, more people would hear it. But it's the delivery. But I don't care. I am not the tone police. I am not here to tell anyone how to say it. The truth don't give a damn who tell it. That's what my late mother used to say. Gianni bigging up Shane the legend. Absolute, man. Yesterday was a masterclass by Arteta. He did everything wrong. Get this man out of my club. He is an elite coward. I think that's the words of one of our beloved members yesterday from G. Will. Said that was an elite cowardice performance. Elite. Absolute madness. Apparently, Gyökeres hasn't had a single chance created for him in the United, Liverpool, and City games combined. Imagine that. And consequently, these are all the games that Eze has not started in. Cause and effect, anyone? DX Gunner said, this fraud of a manager has somehow managed to ruin and kill the momentum and excitement from the big signings we made. Yep. Man is about to have our season be over in September, bro. Imagine that, people. After $1 billion spent, $250 million in this transfer window alone, our Premier League title hopes will be over in September. Because at Newcastle, he's doing the same shit. There is no more starting 11 hoopla. No starting 11 spectacle. Nope. I am convinced. I'll be surprised if he didn't pick the Three Stooges in midfield. That's what he's going to do because it's an away game and it's tough and this and that. Now, he may start Eze now because he has to. Because Saka's back. So Madueke over there, Gyökeres, and he will start Eze out of position again and play the three figures in midfield. Or he'll play Eze over there if Odegaard is back. But Eze comes on for 45 minutes, man of the match performance in his preferred position, saves Arteta's ass, gives him a point. And I'm going to make this statement right now, right? Let's be very clear, people. Eze was not rotated yesterday. He wasn't rotated. He wasn't rested. He was benched. Conscious decision from the manager. He was benched. Man is not tired. He's not injured. Doesn't have an overload. Isn't running the red line. He was benched for his performance against Bilbao, but not hugging the touchline. Homeboy was benched for Marino. Arteta wants Gyökeres to feel so bad. We have a striker suddenly starts three fridges in midfield. Never seen anything like this before. Facts, AFC. All facts. All facts, 100%. The women teams are hundreds, and I'm pretty sure they play better football. Better football. Better manager. I fully believe that stat, but somehow Egal sees Victor as the problem. Yeah, but that's the same guy that says we play to our players' strengths. You know, like that. The women's team play incredible football. We're stuck with Mikhail Al Qaeda. Big up to Storm, says big up to BBK Sports in the chat. What a disaster class for Marteta and in its Vertex tactics. It was a dreadful game to watch. I feel bad for Gyökeres. The brother is starving for service. Can you hear me now? Anna's up there with one bar. Not even one bar. It's just a line across the tower. Like, Gyökeres played a full 90 minutes and had less touches than Haaland. And Haaland played 70 minutes. Haaland played 70 minutes, left the pitch, had more touches than Gyökeres. And Man City had 32% possession of the ball. Think about that for a second. We had the ball almost twice as much as Manchester City. Our striker touched the ball less than theirs, who had 33% possession of the ball. How does that make sense? You know, it makes sense because of your midfield. The people who are charged with getting him the ball can't get it to him. Madness. Madueke have to have scans in the knee. Fear it could be an ACL injury. Yeah, I got an update not before long that said it wasn't. So I don't know if that's subject to change. That was from The Athletic. I think they're somewhat credible, but you know, it's one of them ones. Big up to BX Gunner. The underachieving is clear as day. Oh my God, one of them ones. But you know, I got to take a sip of my coffee. But while I take a sip of my coffee, people, in the 33rd minute, our beloved man like
Maybach music.
Rosé born stunner. I can blow money. Sipping when I'm shopping. That ain't no money. I think I'm Big Meech. Larry Hoover. Whipping work. I'm so sophisticated. To get a verse from me, you gotta be initiated. I'm burning purple flowers. It's burning my chest. I bury the most cash and burning the.
Big up to our brother E-Ross.
Maybach music.
E-Ross in the building, people. I hope E-Ross is no longer fuming like most of us were fuming yesterday, because E-Ross brings a certain calm to the storm. So big up to E-Ross every single time for joining us this lovely Monday. Pardon me if you hear a whole bunch of noise in the background, people. The damn trash truck is passing. It's Monday when they pick up. Big up to Cooper in the building. Underachieving is as clear as day and obvious. The blind leading the blind. Facts. BX Gunner says Cooper. Sheldon said he should be sacked for negligence, to know better and to choose to act ignorance is sackable. Facts. The chat's on smoke today, you know. I don't want Top Gooners apology. They can stick it where the sun don't shine. Where the sun don't shine. I will say again, if we all had Arteta's success rate in a job, we would have been sacked 5 years ago. Yeah. Everyone's KPIs are being met except for the fans, or except for these fans, right? Because he is hitting some marker. He is hitting the markers for the Kroenkes, and he is hitting the markers for the people who will defend him to the hill and back. I don't know how. I don't know how you defend not winning this much, because it seems like whenever you ask. They act like we're asking Arteta to cure cancer or some shit. Like we're asking him to end like a world conflict, you know, solve the Middle Eastern conflict between Palestine and Israel or something. Like, brother, we're asking you to not to go 6 years trophyless. It's a pretty low bar for $15 million a year, if you ask me. The hell with the league, but Champions League, win something. Leave with something. You know what I'm saying? My goodness. The other 90 managers would have started as an essential role, but this PX Gunner is onto him. You know, big up to Vigilante and the legends in the chat. He says, "Love for the love, my bro." Yeah, man. We need to move on, man. We absolutely need to move on. An uncomfortable conversation needs to be had. Can you believe that Arteta has the best interest of the club at heart? The answer is a resounding no. He only cares about himself. So, that this feeds into the conspiracy theorists, because there are conspiracy theorists that says that he's an agent that's sent to destroy the club from within. Because that's the best way to destroy a club, an organization, in it. It's from within. It's not to throw stones at it from the outside. It's to infiltrate it from the inside and destroy it that way. I don't care what anybody says. Eze is an elite baller, but the stupid manager is destroying him for Odegaard's sake. Yeah. He starts for every club. Like when I go on every panel and I said, what club Eze doesn't start for, I get crickets. Those crickets are a man thinking, brains trying to work. Starts for every team. He was the best creative player for either team yesterday. And he was on the bench. At no point during City's reign, they turned up to the Emirates and left Kevin De Bruyne out. And even if they did turn up to the Emirates and left one of their best players out, it's because they'd be like, yeah, we don't need that man to beat Arsenal because these men are shit. He can take his cult of Arteta sexuals and they can go defend him when he gets a job coaching in the MLS. Big up to my brother Waffle Don. Love for the love. LFC Monster, the league leader. Appreciate you gracing us with your presence today, my brother. Hope you are good. My brother, the Waffle Don, agrees with I and I. Yes, sir. Would have loved to see your face when the team sheet came out. So if you go watch Arsenal Revolution TV, he had so we do a build-up show. He was on there, Shane was on there. I think if you fast forward to like minute number 8 or 9, the lineup comes out. Yeah, brother. I had just woken up, because that game comes on at 7. 8 my time, so the lineup comes out at 7 a.m. So I had literally rolled out of bed, come sit here, bam. All the energy. It's the same feeling that I had going into the Liverpool game, man. Just like, yep, all of a sudden my 3-2 win turned into a 1-1 draw. And I said it. They asked me what you think the game is going to be now, and I said 1-1. And 1-1 it was. And the manager said we played better than the 5-1 last season. That's a mentality thing for him. This reminds me of when Hector Bellerin came out and said that Alexis Sanchez wanted to win too much. Like, what? Played better. And it's a 5-1. Like, no, brother, we're not doing that. We're absolutely not. We just equalized to get a draw against a team that has the same amount of points as Man United. Everyone in this chat right now says Man United are shit. Man City and Man United are on the same amount of points. 1-1. They have 7 points each. They're only ahead of Man United on goal difference. That's the level that Man City are at right now after 5 games. And we had to scumbag a draw against that. Come on now, Lord Teta. When you hear Mikhail talk, he uses words like energy, atmosphere, and you left out one, Mark. He uses dominate a lot. Dominate and transmit. Feeling, it sounds like esoteric stuff. He's always talking about emotions, relationship moments, nothing about tactics. Yeah, nothing tangible in it. It's all about feelings. Right? And it's not subs, they're finishers. He's on this woke shit. Right? And I know he's trying to connect with the younger players and the younger generation, but right out. You know what connects with them more? When they all line up and lift a trophy. Nothing will bond them together more. We got our brother Cooper in the chat. Like, Cooper will back me up on this. And I tell you, there are people that don't look like me, that don't talk like me, but we are brothers for life because we went through certain experiences in the desert. Yeah. So there are certain bonding experiences, and nothing will bond these players together more than lifting a damn trophy. Yeah, his delivery is it is. Love for the love, Rambo Kanamba, the Unapologetic Podcast. Big up to you, my bro. If this manager was a genius, he surely can get his players to go to pass to Guacares. Right? If everyone's a genius, no one's a genius, like I say. And if he's a genius, we need another word for Pep. Them 3 subs is cleaning up like your own mess. It's like cleaning up your own mess. You guys know facts. Yeah, bro. Yeah, you do not get credit for starting a fire and then putting it out. Like, what it's like someone stepping on your shoes on purpose and then say sorry. Like, you just brought some brand new white kicks and someone purposely like walk over, be like, hey, nice shoes, and step on them. Then proceeds to clean them off. Nah, you're getting punched up, bro. 3 tours, I agree. I would never follow Arteta. you might as well climb into a body bag yourself. Brother, you might as well, he'll lead you straight into a minefield. Mines this way. And follow him. Take you. It doesn't matter. Man, we'll put Eze under the bus just like he put Ozil, Aubameyang, Smith Rowe, Guendouzi. We add Guendouzi to that. He's a complete pussy and he needs to be sacked. Right. Just for that. Just for that, Mateo.
I smell pussy. Is that you heard?
Fully agree with you, my brother. Fully agree with you. Cooper, I was a football captain in my youth and I don't like to be arrogant, but I am a better leader than Arteta, I promise you. I wish there was some leadership yesterday after we scored and someone go grab the damn ball and put it on the halfway line. I'd be like, let's go. We have 5 minutes. We can generate another chance. Right? We can. They didn't know what to do with Eze. Eze could have created another chance. You know? Gyökeres was still on the pitch. Thought if Nani didn't get injured, Eze would have gotten on the pitch. Ooh, good question, you know. That's a good question. I would say yes because it was so glaring. And I was saying going into the game after the lineup came out, I'm saying now this is on the fans. Those 60,000 in the stadium at halftime, if it's 0-0, need to start saying, we want Eze. They need to stand up and chant for this. Let your voices be heard. And it was a 0-0. We were down 1. Right? If his message and his idea was to stink out the game until the 60th, 70th minute, then bring on all the attackers and win the game, it didn't work because that plan went out the window in 9 minutes. How do you start the best defense in the Premier League, put the 3 defensive midfielders in front of them, and then they score in 8 minutes? 8 minutes. With all that defense on the field, and they still 8 minutes, it was over. Okay, plan B. Yeah. Right? Everyone has a plan until they get hit. Well, your plan didn't work. You got punched in the mouth. What did you do? No? You got to halftime. I don't want to hear anything about you were all over. No, you didn't threaten City's goal. Not until Eze came on, we actually looked like we were going into the game. Arteta already did his comments after the Liverpool game about Eze. Yeah, threw him under the bus, all the way into the bus. Mad one. Absolute mad one. Big up to our beloved E. Ross in the building. Maybach music for our brother E. Ross, the boss. We all need the purple flowers, brother. We all do. Yes, sir. Storm says Arteta tax all his favorites getting ACL. Oh shit. Welcome to the Arteta FC, where your ACL is on critical list. Arteta ruins careers, and it's up. They have a decision to make. How many more careers he's gonna ruin before they pull the plug on him? You know, uncomfortable conversation needs to be had. The one thing that makes me question the team, they were celebrating a draw. I was gutted. Nobody thought. Yep. Yeah, I was sitting there. I didn't even move off the couch, Cooper. I was just sitting there like, ah. And the fact that it was such a beautiful ball from Eze made me more angry. Because Gyökeres was robbed of 45 minutes of that. Imagine Gyökeres running onto those for 45 minutes straight. And the thing is, when Eze came on, City had a lead to defense, so he was facing extra defenders, and he still unlocked them. Still. There were only 4 defenders on the pitch, Ruben Diaz and Vardio. You think they could live with Eze? City was in full-blown park the bus mode, and Eze still unlocked them. That's how good he is. He is rising above this. He's rising above the sabotage. He is class. Even our owners said in an interview after last season they want more trophies. Unheard from FSG in the past. Not happy with just top 4 money now. Win. Nothing beats winning. Absolutely nothing. I was fuming when I see that come to pass. Fuming, bruv. Big up to Steel. So hit the likes if you haven't. What's our like count, love? You lovely people. Big up to every single one of you who have taken time out your day to spend some time over at BBK Sports to hear me waffle. I can work with that. It's a conspiracy fact, not even a theory. I hear it, man. I hear it. Just want the Arteta experience to be over. Yeah, just get rid of it, man. So you didn't even had a chance to build up the excitement for the game before Arteta popped the balloon. I was excited because I thought we were going to win. I thought we were going to win. But as soon as I saw that lineup, I was like, nah, that midfield cannot play through Reinders, Rodri, and Foden. Couldn't. I knew our defense was fine. Because going into the game, everyone was telling me that Foden was going to cook, Doku was going to cook, this guy was going to cook, that guy's going to cook. I don't think Doku did anything special yesterday. This is why I say I think Timber, I'm not taking any right back in the league over Timber. I'm not. Because Doku's having a fantastic season. He is going to have a fantastic season, but he's just not going to have a good game against Timber. But when you put layers and layers and layers on top of defense, I don't expect you to trouble Man City. And so said, so done. I just like, brother. Those Arsenal fans bitching about our stuff. You got 7 minutes, scored an equalizer, and decided to celebrate with a goal wasted little time you had left in the winner. The mentality thing, LFC Monster. It's the mentality. And who sets the mentality of the team? Who sets the mentality of the team? The tone. Manager. He ran down to Martinelli. He ran off. He didn't went down there and grabbed him up. And I am disappointed in Gabriel. Not taking the shots at Big Gabriel. I will accept no Gabriel Magalhaes slander. But I was expecting him to, hey, go grab the ball and let's go win this game. Because City was on the ropes. Big up to my brother, Darren Martin. Big up to you, my brother. Large and in charge. Hope you are good. Sack this fraud. Nah, he's a genius, Dal. You know what I'm talking about, Dal. Wink, wink. He's a genius, right? Absolute genius. And if you can't see that he's a genius, it's because you are not one. Everyone in this group chat is a genius. No, we're not. I'm nowhere near a genius. I'm a regular goddamn CW4 in the army that works on tanks and shit that shoots. I'm no genius. If everyone's a genius, no one is. But, it's the modern day younger fans where everyone is great and, it's all sunshine and rainbow and everyone gets a participation trophy. That's why they're loving this, or we're not getting battered anymore type shit. He was 2 minutes away from having his record against the top six shattered. That's why he celebrated so damn much. That's why he celebrated so hard. That was an impulse, Celebrated so hard, like, oh yeah, Martinelli and the guy that I didn't want just saved my record against the top six. So let me run down here and go celebrate. I still seeing VPN is the only thing I try. I guess wonder if I can get the Norgard discount. Speaking of Norgard, I expect to see him start on Wednesday against Port Vale. That assist from Eze was class, but we have been so starved from that we make it a big thing before we're even used to it. The likes of Wilshire and Sess were doing the exact same thing before. Yeah, I agree, Mark. But what I'm saying is we robbed Gyökeres of 45 minutes of that by leaving Eze on the bench. There was a point during the game where Martinelli made the run. Not Martinelli. Madueke made the run and Gyökeres made the run, but Mikel Moreno passes the ball backwards to the point where twice I seen him apologize because he didn't see the run. That's not his game. But the guy who came on and showed him how to do it wasn't good enough to start this game. Now, I said yesterday in my fan cam on Shane Gooner's channel, you can go check that out because Shane is doing fan cams now, just like the Mutant channel, but now you get to hear, you don't have to go through the delusion and the waffle. You get to hear from the likes of this side of the fence on how the game went. I told Shane that as they starts that game, I believe we create 2 or 3 big chances for Gyökeres in the first half. I really do. We robbed him. Winning brings you money. Those American owners should understand. Joe Lacob brought the Golden State Warriors in 2010 for $450 million. 4 championships later, they're worth over $10 billion. Yep. Not only are they worth over $10 billion, they left that Oracle and built a brand new state-of-the-art Chase Center in Oakland, California. That added to their value. But they could only do that if they were winning. Hasn't that midfield only won 1 game out of the 10 or something like that? Yeah, the stat isn't great, LFC Monster. The stat isn't great. And it's the same thing last year with Thomas Partey. When he finds something that he likes, even if it doesn't work, he just keeps on doing it. Because all those games when he played Thomas Partey at right back, didn't work. But he kept doing it and kept doing it, essentially making your midfield weaker because you take your best midfielder out of it. And he's not a defender. You add him to your defense, you just made your defense weaker. Blunder after blunder after blunder. I'm a genius. Yeah, I'm saying he's a genius. If you know, Hendo, Oregon Gooner. Very true. Oh, that's a conversation between Hendo and Darren. Also, on the celebration thing, didn't Rice do similar at Man United last season, scored the equalizer, and then celebrated instead of having the thought to go and let's get the winner? Was that the equalizer? No, that was the winner. That was the winner, LFC Monster. So Rashford scored first. We went down 1-0. Then Odegaard scored to make it 1-1. The Declan Rice goal was the 2-1 winner, and then Gabriel Jesus sent Dalot to the shops and actually finish the game 3-1. Big up to G Wills, the man that said Arteta is a elite coward. Arteta want to win his way or no way at all. Yeah, spiteful, selfish manager. The type of person that will cut off his nose to spite his face. He's not good for our club. He's not good for our club. He's not good for our players. He's just not good. That man needs to go. I think he'd be a good manager for Everton. You know, I really do. I think he'll be good for Everton. But for Arsenal Football Club, when the attacking options on the bench are better than the attacking options on the field in a Premier League game against Manchester City, this is not Sunderland. In match week 30 when guys need to rest their legs and you're in the semi-final of the Champions League. This is game week 5. It was almost as though Arteta self-sabotaged by selecting that lineup. Trossard and Moreno, what they have, yeah. It's like he's signing his own sack warrant, Hendo. It's like, yep, I'm working for this payout because now I see that I will get exposed because I have all the players that I need. Pundits, rivals, Arteta lovers, Arteta haters are universally in agreement that this is one of the best Arsenal squads for time. So now what you going to do with it? So you got close to the Premier League title without the best squad in the league. Now you have the best squad in the league, and you're about to be out the title race in September. Because you lose against Newcastle. Liverpool fist up Palace. That's 8 points. And you're out. Because we're calling it now, right? Manchester City is not in a title race. They're not. Well, Manchester City are 8 points off. And we've seen Manchester City chase down teams. We've seen them do it. Ballon d'Or winner, the best manager in the world. We've seen them put 10, 12, 13 wins together. Not undefeated, 6 wins, 7 draws, wins. We're calling them out the title race, and they're 8 points behind. So if we go 8 points behind, we are fucked. And that's what happens next Sunday. We'll be 8 points behind if Liverpool win and we lose to Newcastle. Those are the facts as it stands. Because right now, no one is saying Tottenham are in the title race. If Arsenal are in the title race, Tottenham are in the title race. We got the exact same record. We're on 10 points each. 5, 3, and 1. Yeah? Played 5, won 3, drawn 1, lost 1. The exact same record. And there is no noise around Spurs of being in the title race. So pressure. Are the British press putting pressure on Arteta? They're asking the questions. They're asking the question. The leading lineups on Sky Sports is saying, hey, should Arteta have done the midfield? And the pundits are actually saying the words cowardly. Some of them are saying cautious. Some of them are using the other C word, which I like. 27 likes, people. Big up. I'm usually average. Can we get to 30? Oh, man. Can we get to 30 likes? That'll be dope. That'll be dope, lovely family. Football fam. That'll be dope. But if not, it's cool. It's cool. Usually average around 20, 21, 27. We're doing good. We're cooking. We are cooking like the midfield should have. I love Arsenal. I have the most respect for LFC. I do. I'm not going to lie. Like, Liverpool have... Yeah, big up to AJ, man. Yeah. Love for the love, my brother. Appreciate. Couldn't have done any of this without you and all these lovely people in the chat. Without you guys, it'd just be a guy here waffling about how shit his team is, isn't it? But yeah, not gonna lie. I have an utmost respect for Liverpool fans. There's one or two, but for the most part, they didn't troll us as bad as I thought they would, when they walked the league on our head tops. If that was Chelsea fans, oh my God, we would have heard it. With Arteta purpose, are you forcing to see something that does not exist. They want us to believe that he is an elite coach. I don't know why they want him to succeed that much. So isn't this what they call gaslighting, Mark? Like, I don't know what the word is, because gaslighting is one of these new woke terms that I don't really fuck with. But isn't that what it is? When someone tries to get you to avoid reality or not to acknowledge reality, when someone tries to convince you that 2 + 2 is not 4, right? When someone tries to convince you that a man can have a baby, isn't that gaslighting? That they're trying to convince us that what we seeing is not real, And I'm like, nah, brother. I'm gonna believe my eyes over anything that Arteta says. Palace are balling too, and they have Liverpool this weekend. Yeah, but I fully expect Liverpool to be favorites in the. There are so many C words associated with Arteta, Dr. Seymour Butts. That's one of them. That is one of them. But the cowardly and the cautious and the challenging and the competing. That's what I tell them. I don't argue with the top gooners anymore when they say Arteta is doing this and he's doing that. I'm sorry, you're right. He's competing. The Arteta way competes. The Arteta way challenges. But the Arteta way doesn't win. So let's move a little further down the alphabet. Yeah, let's get down to the W's. Let's skip A, B, C, D, skip a whole bunch of letters and get to the W's. Yeah. Endo said it says it all when the bench has, but yeah, facts. And the lineup on the pitch. That he was he trying to flex the squad? Okay, I'm going to start the B team to stink out, and then bring on the A team to finish out the game. Like, what are you doing? That's elite level arrogance right there. But then Erling Haaland said, "Oh, you're not being humble. Okay, I'm going to throw your plans out the window in 8 minutes." Palace playing well, but we normally do win at Palace, though. Definitely would be tricky. I remember it was a 1-0 last year, like not a last minute, but I think a Diogo Jota goal was the difference last year when you went to Selhurst Park. Big up, man. Some dappings going on. Big up the man them. Competing, challenge. Shit, compose. Man, there was a new word that I forgot who it said, but yesterday it was called it Arteta a conductor, but he spelt it wrong and said confuct. And I said, no, that's the word we're gonna go. And he is confucting. That's what he's doing. He's confucting the lineup. Gaslighting, to manipulate another person into doubt big up the Hendo for this. Into doubting his or her perceptions, experiences, and understanding of events. So yeah, they're trying to manipulate us into avoiding reality. Like if I say 5 years without a trophy at a top club is underperforming, they'll try to convince me that it is not. So yeah, absolutely gaslighting. Gasner has lost 2 in his last 6 Crystal Palace games. Sack him. I think Glasner would cook, Reunite him with Eze with a better defense. Oh shit. I'm glad I found BBK legend talking nothing but pure facts. Much respect, Taryn, and the legendary community. Far too kind, Cooper. You're far too kind, man. Love for the love, my brother. Appreciate you every single time. A superb movie, Dr. What movie we talking about? I must have skipped that one, but I'll get back. Big up to Jagans in the building. Still fuming from yesterday, my bro. Still fuming. But yes, people. And so, if I heard breaking news that the players called a players only meeting, I was like, oh shit, I want to hear this, right? Because the players can't be enjoying this. The players can't be enjoying seeing their best attackers on the bench with, the not bad players, but the not the best players for the job in the middle of the park. Imagine that Gabriel round up all the players and said, look, I don't want to walk into the manager's office by myself and get a bollocking and have the captain armband stripped off me and get dropped from the team in a World Cup year where I want to go play for Brazil. But if we call a players only meeting and we all go into the manager's office as a unit, 22 players, and we walk in there and we say, Coach, we do not like this system. We want to play attacking football. We have the players to do it. You think he can say no? He can say no to one if they go up individually. Unity is strength, yeah? Unity is strength. So if they all said players only meeting, they do it, they discuss, and they go in there with one voice, one message, what does he do? Does he level up with the arrogance and say, fuck all of y'all, I know more about football than any one of you, And then they're giving pushback because Eze can say, "What are you talking about, bro? I just won the FA Cup. What are you talking about? The FA Cup that's kept you in the job for 5 years. I just won that. I'm the most recent trophy winner in this squad. What are we talking about? Pick up the G Wills. What are we talking about?" So players only meeting, they walk in there and they lay the market. I'll be like, "Coach, if Eze doesn't start, we're gonna have an issue." Yeah. But I really think the criticism that he's hearing will make him double down and triple down. Yep. But we have to have an honest conversation about Arteta. Don't listen to any of these on the fence man talking about anything about Arteta, because all they're doing is saying what we were saying 2-3 years ago, last year, the year before that, the entire summer window. Now they want to say and act like they're saying something profound. Arteta got it wrong yesterday. Who are you talking to? Who are you telling? We don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Do not want to hear it. I know many managers wish they had our squad. Facts. The depth, the strength, and yes, the so-called managers find a way to do fuck all with it. The worst manager I've ever seen. The only manager that's underperforming, Arteta, is Emery. Yeah. Oh, the fraud wouldn't go with the team. Yeah, he'd be like, "Hey, I'll be right there, guys. Yeah, go ahead. I'll join you in there." And then get on his phone and text Arteta, "Hey, they're coming in there with some bullshit." And then the players get in there and wonder, how the hell did he know we were coming? And how the hell did he know what we were going to say? Yeah, take Big Bertha in there with him. All the players go in there. Go in there with suits and tie, black suit, black tie, black everything. Just walk in like the Italian mobsters and walk in there. Yeah? And be like, "Coach, if Eze doesn't start, we're not playing." I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Or they would be in the sideline of that team, stitching. Yeah, the two Pep disciples having nightmares at the weekend. Yeah, brother. Yeah. That madman, that Maresca is an absolute lunatic, I told the Waffle Down on the weekend warm-up, like, I picked Man United to win 2-0 because I don't trust him either. I do not trust him. He's crazy. He's the absolute lunatic. Talk about overthinking some stuff, And Cole Palmer with that, I can't be bothered, thigh strain. I don't think nothing wrong with that boy. I just don't think. I think man realized you about to play with 10 men. It's raining. He just couldn't be bothered to be like, "Yeah, I'm not with this. Take me off." Take me off. Love for the love, AJ, man. I appreciate what you do, my brother. Not only for this channel, but for the entire community, just like you say. I see you putting the work over there on Views' channel, Shane. I think you're a mod on Potts as well. So, those are mega channels, my bro. So when you take the time to come over here and help me put in some work, I greatly appreciate you and all that you do. I have to look out. Oh, for this. Okay. This. He's snitching. Because that's how he keeps his armband and his starting spot. Because not on merit, he doesn't come back and start over Eze. I'm telling you, he does not make that pass over the top yesterday. Because he's worried if he overhits it, it's going straight to Donnarumma. Odegaard is a Liverpool fan. Is that public knowledge? Come on and get your boys. Hey, yeah, come have him, man. Come have him. He'll do good in that press. I don't want to hear it. BB, guess what? Was referring to the John Carpenter movie there. Okay. Gaslighting the fans. Makes sense now. Got you, my brother. I can't wait till he's gone. Yeah, because we're going to see some beautiful football, There might be a party. You know what? The day he gets sacked, I might get all the copyright strikes on this channel, because you see I play music for E-Ross now and I cut him short. I'm gonna grab the mixer, because I got my mixer right there hooked up to I'm going to put it right the fuck here, and there will be a party. Yeah, I'm going to play. Listen, I'll turn the monetization button off, and I'll take all the copyright strikes that day when he gets sacked, or when we win the trophy. I won't care. I'll be happy either way. Oh, man, bro, I truly believe Emery will do better with Arteta in this squad. At least he knows how to. Yeah, he got what, 94 goals out of him? Yeah, the only manager that's underperforming Arteta right now. Yeah, teach respect. Yeah, he would definitely snitch. The players are coming in there. They're coming in there with the bullshit. They're coming in there saying that Eze should take my job, coach. What are you doing? He does not hit that. He's given a safe pass. You know, he's not. Don't believe it one bit. Absolute legends in the chat, man. Big up to. I have a bottle of Gentleman's Jack waiting for the day he finally gets sacked and kicked out the door. Hey, listen, cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. Gentleman's Jack. I haven't had a bottle of Gentleman's Jack since I visited Malta in October 2023 on the damn balcony. Yeah, that's a fantastic. You know what, Vigilante? You a man of great taste. You know, yeah, that Gentleman's Jack is a good drink. But people, I am deeply honored and humbled to have had your company today for over an hour, doing another fuming session on top of the fuming session. Big up to Ozzy. Ozzy came on yesterday and helped me with some more therapy, and as I got some more of the fuming out, I think I'm over it now. I'll detox tomorrow and get ready for the Port Vale game. But my goodness, I appreciate you all so much so I can't even put it in words. But people, like I always say, thank you for your viewership every single time. Take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are on.